Oh, poor boy. Zeke. How you feel? Zeke. How do you get, come on, shh. It's time to wake up. Here, I got you something. Here. Here
Mom,
you
is
go.
that you?
No.
Mom, what are you doing? I thought you were back in Canada.
All right, here. Put your head down here. There. Hold this here. Put your hand up. Go and hold it there.
I'm a hyena.
I know. Don't move. Stay there. Okay.
What happened?
Where'd it go? Here it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is there a bunch of sledgehammers hitting my head?
Okay.
Oh, it feels like there's a construction happening in here.
See this? If you're gonna hurl, this is gonna be right on the floor. Okay.
Okay.
Just here. Okay. I'm gonna put that right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So how is it? How is it this morning in the head? Ready? Okay. You're gonna wind up spilling this. It's kind of hot. Be careful. Here, let me give you a sip.
Oh.
All right, we'll put it down. Try it later.
It's a little hot right now.
Okay, so
I'm not doing too hot myself.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the wine stream. Sort of. If you were watching last night, we did actually have to end the stream a little bit earlier than we normally do because my co-host was really enjoying his first taste of sake, and
Dude, you said that was mineral water.
that was part of the joke. That was part of the He very, very much enjoyed it. Probably more than he should have, as you can see. So he is learning why we do not gulp down 100 milliliters of sake through a straw when it's given to us in a graduated cylinder.
But it was so tasty.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You I was like, you heard me last night. I was like moaning, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is amazing."
Yeah,
And then
I'm sure the neighbors heard that too, and I'm probably going to get some letters.
I don't know. You might not want to check Twitter this morning.
It's usually something I don't do after a wine stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope I didn't make too big a mess last night. Did I did I leave anything on the floor and all that?
Well, it's taken care of. Don't worry, it's taken care of.
Okay. Well, I apologize because I didn't want to have people like, oh, is Zeke like able to handle his sake? And I'm like, I'm
I assure you, I did not video any of it.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive. You can trust me.
It's okay. It's all on YouTube anyways.
Yeah. So there's a few people here. For all we know, they were left over from last night.
They were probably staying up wondering where the heck I was.
So Gummibjorn is here and still enjoying some rum and other booze. Gummy, when do you stop?
I don't think there is a stop button installed on him.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh.
And Fury is pointing out that Zeke is wearing a nice Weston robe. This was a gift from the Weston to me, and I think that he needed it.
I thought this was a bath towel.
Just as long as you didn't chew on it.
No, I mean, the only thing I feel like chewing on right now is some painkillers.
We'll get you some later.
Oh, okay.
Put that on your head. That'll be all right. Okay. So, indeed, welcome to this sort of version 1.2 of the wine stream of February. This is an unplanned sequel, but We just wanted to demonstrate that Zeke is actually okay, and some people did express concern
Oh, they
last night.
did? I thought they were all like, oh, look, the cute hyena is all...
These are good folk. These are furries primarily, and they were like, "Is Zeke okay? Can somebody
Oh,
check on
really?
him?"
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate all
Yeah.
of you out there making sure I was okay. This gentleman here was like, you should probably have some water, and I was like, I've had lots of water. I am a hyena.
Yeah, he said that.
And then he was like, no, we mean the type of water that you get in America, not in Japan. I was like, I don't like American water anymore.
Oh, Fury is asking what everyone's having for breakfast. Fury is having homemade pancakes and maple syrup.
I've had a lot of death.
Maybe I'll get you some nice greasy bacon. Wouldn't you like that?
Well, I mean, it's meat, right? But I mean,
Yes.
this is like greasy meat, and I don't know how that's going to work with my stomach this early.
Yeah.
Especially after I've, had my stomach rumbling all night.
I could tell. I was worried from the next room I could hear it. Oh, Silent Dawn. Say hi, Silent Dawn.
Oh, hi, yeah, tiger dude thing.
Yeah, you might remember that last night we kind of had to end early. So,
Oh, Jesus.
right, okay, here it is. Here. You think that what hyenas eat going down smells bad. Hang on. Let me wipe that off.
Oh, no, hell, your pants, I can wipe it off there.
No, dude, stop that. Ugh, ew. Okay, if you need to do that again, it's right here.
Oh, hi, shirt.
No, dude. Yeah. Okay, do you feel a little better now?
Yeah, marginally.
Okay, there's some coffee there if you need. I don't know if ibuprofen is good for yeens, so I'm kind of afraid to give it to you. So
Maybe I need ibuprofen.
oh, he's fine. He's feeling great.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, give me that coffee.
Oh, Benzuka the ferret showed up. Hello,
Yes,
Benzuka.
hello everyone again. And welcome back to the Yeen stream. As you can see, there's a Yeen and then there's a meat. A stream. Yes,
Yeah.
this is a stream. This is the Yeen.
And don't call me meat.
Yum, yum,
He sometimes slips and says. Okay, you ready? If it's too hot, let me just sip very slowly. Sip it slowly. Hiryu! Ohayou gozaimasu, Hiryu-san. Yeah. Don't fall asleep. Oh, poor fellow. But he did enjoy it last night. He was very, very okay. Very happy.
Yeah, this tastes a lot less minerally. I wonder why.
Gummy Bjorn is saying that we had best come to his room at EF for a little private drink thing. That boy needs training. I think by that boy he's referring to Zeke.
I don't know about any sort of private room thing with drinks involved. Isn't that usually like a Las Vegas thing?
That's
like,
where it starts. Yes.
Yeah, it usually starts like that.
And you got spew on my glasses. Just
Oh,
have
was
to
that
tell
me?
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bunny Caraway is showing up.
Oh, hello. Hi, Caraway.
And we are very, very sorry this was not announced. It was something of a spontaneous thing.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for joining us this morning. We'll try to keep it entertaining, although I don't know how much longer Zeke is going to be able to hold out, and I do have to empty that bowl. Ugh.
Yeah, and change your
there you
pants at some point.
Yeah. Yes.
It's okay. That's why your dry cleaner is like, oh, yes, it's this dude again. He's probably had like wine and beer spilled all over himself at some point.
Yeah, I would suspect by now that my dry cleaner can tell exactly what my diet is.
Yeah, your dry cleaner has probably dealt with a lot worse too. I mean, let's be honest, right? Dry cleaners, they gotta deal with like not just alcoholics, they gotta deal with like, business people and all that. Who knows what they do with their stuff?
Yep. Eddie the Weather Fox states that after the stream ended, he was watching more of Silver Gadamon's videos, including the con horror stories.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on. I remember something. I actually remembered something.
What you remember?
Wasn't there like a video that was like premiering after the stream? It was like the roast of Xander or something.
Oh yes,
like
yes,
that.
that was it. that was one of Silver Gadamon's videos.
Yeah.
Apparently, the term fursuit puke dispenser is coming to mind now. Let's not go any further, shall we?
I don't want to look at that drop down.
No.
Give me more coffee.
All right, good job. Hang on. There you go.
Give me. I'll suck on this.
Go suck that off. Yeah. Jax just wants to know how is Dean. He's doing okay. He's he got out of his system, and then my phone rang.
I
Is
don't
that
know
my
why
phone?
your phone. That was your phone.
Who the hell's bothering me so early?
I don't know, but tell him to bring me another coffee.
Better not be spam. Oh, poor fellow. Oh, yes, yes. The roast of Xander the Blue was last night.
What is the roast of Xander the Blue? Does he like throw a barbecue on or something?
No.
What I want roast.
It was at. Oh, you're okay. He's thinking of food. He must be feeling better. No, a roast is you get a celebrity or something on stage, and a bunch of other celebrities tease them. I don't see the humor in it myself, but apparently it was done very, very well because Lord Pandez started it out. So if anything Pandez starts out, has got to be good.
Anything that Panda starts turns into a Canadian.
True.
It's like a Canadian, apology off where you just stand at each other and start saying sorry until the one person submits to the sorries.
Yep. Oh, Elisha has shown up and mentions that a guy fell asleep on the dorm toilet last night. It took 3 guys clapping to wake him.
That sounds almost like what you had to do to wake me up.
Yes.
Okay, I was basically like sprawled out between like the jacuzzi and like the toilet last night, and this poor man over here had to like grab like 2 chew toys and like squeak them in succession, like squeak, 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 squeak. And I'm like, leave me alone. I wanted this jacuzzi feels good.
But you weren't in the jacuzzi. You were next to the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I was. I thought I was in the jacuzzi, but when you're having a little too much to drink and like depth perception doesn't really work, it suddenly turns into like advanced mathematics. Yeah, that's what happened.
So, yeah, I guess the porcelain felt cool on his head. That's why I got him the ice pack there.
Well, it felt cool on my head until I knocked my head into it.
Yes.
Well, didn't I tell that story of Drinky McDrinkface?
You did. That's about where we ended it, as I remember.
I think that was unfortunately like a projection is what they call it. I was
Projection.
projecting
Your
myself.
projectile is what it was.
Yeah, I was projectiling things into your sink.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
So, now a little safety tip for folks. When yeens are really out of it, they tend to chew. So don't get your hand near their muzzles if a yeen is like inebriated.
Hi.
Yes, it's okay. You didn't break any bones, despite the fact you could.
I?
No.
Okay.
They do have jaws that can crush the forearm of a man in, no
Playfully.
effort at all.
Yeah.
Playfully, yes.
Yeah, we'll playfully break your bone.
Yes, isn't it cute?
Yeah, I love it when they scream in pain.
Mm-hmm. It missed. Hang on there. Open. No. Yep. Zeke actually did puke more than you did, Silent Dawn. So, Silent Dawn is something of a I won't say lightweight, but he's not a stout fellow. So
I was gonna say Silent Dawn had a good night too.
when he was here, yes, he did.
I guess Silent Dawn did. I mean, hey, it's the end of the week for most folk, and it's okay to enjoy yourself. Just gotta know when to stop.
Yes, and that's why we stopped last night.
Oh yeah, we stopped last night, didn't I? There's like a couple moments where like I think I was kind of like out here, and I was just like,
Yes.
and then someone would say Zeke, and I'd be like, oh hi, yes, I'm back here. Yeah.
Razor Dragontail has to start working. Gonna miss a stream. Well, I'll tell you what, Razor Dragontail, if you want to sign up on Patreon, the patrons are going to get this like this very afternoon once the recording is done. Everybody else will get it a few months down the road. So,
Exactly.
Eddie the Weather Fox is asking you, Zeke, did the sake effectively just sneak up on you and mug you?
I don't know about like sneaking up on me because it was like right in front of me. I think the sake was more like a hooker, and it was like it came up to me right in front, and it was like, "Hi there, Zeke," and I'm like, "Hi there, you hooker, you," and then the sake was like, "Let me take you to bed," and I'm like, "Sure, I'm gonna go to bed with you." And then the hooker beat me up and mugged me and left me with a massive headache.
Are you sure that was the sake?
There might have been a hooker at some point.
You keep these people busy. I'm gonna go dump this.
Get a new pair of pants while you're at it.
I might have to.
Okay, yeah. And make sure you find that hooker. Hi, friends. I'm apparently I'm Uncle Hyena right now. Hi. I'm Uncle Hyena. Hey, stop complaining, okay? I put most of it in the sink earlier. Okay. What are people saying over here? They're saying, Dawn, you amateur. Well, Gumi, what can I say? There's a reason why it took so long for us to, to come over and kick all the Europeans' asses because Europeans kept on getting us drunk and we couldn't hold our liquor.
All right. Hang on.
What else is happening? Okay, here you go on this side.
That's my side. Then the words will be wrong.
No, but that's the whole point. Never mind.
Okay, roll this back, and we got this time if you need.
Yeah, I can wipe it. I can still wipe my muzzle on your pants.
You know. Apparently there is a surprise for me in PayPal. That could be a good thing, or it could be something else.
I was going to say that's a very loaded thing.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Andy Hargreaves says, I vole you.
Is that like a term after you're hungover and stuff like that? Okay.
Dr. Frederick Fox missed the stream yesterday. Well, Fred, can I call you Fred? You might notice that the stream last night ended slightly prematurely because my co-host had his first taste of sake and he really liked it.
I loved it. Let me tell you right now. Okay, I was just talking about sake being a hooker.
Yes.
Okay, sake is not just a hooker. Sake is a mistress. Like, this is the type of mistress that's like, it's like dressed like very nicely and elegantly, and you look at it and it's just like, okay, this can do me no wrong. And then the mistress takes like, a big like shovel and smacks you over the head with it. That's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, remember the bucket is there if you need. All right. Now.
But I'm glad you could catch this one, Frederick, because this is where I don't die, I think.
Yeah. Could somebody look up on Wikipedia or something? Can hyenas have ibuprofen? If it can get a
Yeenexperts.com or something.
Yeah, we need an authoritative answer.
You need to go to yeenbeans.com and see if they have any sort of information there.
Yeah. Let's see. Fred Fox. Oh, you can call me Fred. I was the same Fox from FWA 2018 in the lab coat. Well, I wasn't at FWA 2018, but good to see you anyway.
Yeah. This ice pack feels good on my head.
It must feel better than the porcelain of the jacuzzi.
Well, yeah. I thought the jacuzzi was running, and there was like this swishing, swashing sound, and then I realized that was my tail in the toilet bowl going swish, swash, swish, swash.
At least it's cleaned out now.
It was, what, the tail or the toilet bowl?
The toilet bowl is very shiny now.
Oh, I guess I should probably wash my tail after this then. Sorry about your couch, too.
I took care of that.
Oh, okay. Splish, splash, splish, splash.
Yeah, splishy, splashy. Yeah. Isn't that adorable?
I was a splish splash hyena, wasn't I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I like being that.
Pardon me. Savi Wolf is here and was watching with Dimitri the German Shepherd last night. They both really enjoyed the stream.
Oh, well, I'm glad that they did, despite, this and all that.
Apparently, well, first off, Kayuki Munchki has told us that Kayuki has recently been introduced to sake and can vouch for how dangerous it can be. I thought I had warned you about that.
What, you warned me? You just said this shit is good shit. That's not a warning. That's an encouragement.
And according to Silent Dawn, Facebook doctor says, yes, yeens can have ibuprofen. Would you like me to get you some?
Facebook doctor? Is
actually,
Dr. Facebook?
I did say authoritative.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, I don't want someone that's like Dr. Furry Paws MD on Facebook. No.
Can we get a second opinion on that? Something a little more authoritative. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta call what's his face, like the Yin Whisperer or something. Yeah, I trust that.
And Gumi Bjorn points out, even though we joke about drinking, we don't do drinking contests because people have gotten hurt doing that.
Were we doing a drinking contest?
I wasn't. I think you might have been. I think you were trying to keep up with me.
I was just simply trying to enjoy, good mineral water because that's exactly what you were doing.
Okay. I'll show you the video.
Oh, there's video of it?
Yeah. says
Wait.
this is a stream.
Wait.
It's video.
If there's video, does that mean they also have the video of it?
Only the patrons will have it for about a month, and well, then we'll discuss whether or not the public gets to see it.
Oh, okay.
Shall I get you a ace bandage to tie that onto your head with?
Maybe I'll look like I'm wearing a dumpling for the rest of the day. Don't put that mental image in your head.
What?
I don't want to put dumplings on my head.
It does kind of look like a bao, doesn't it?
It does look like dim sum.
Xiaolong bao.
Yeah, it does look like dim sum, actually.
Dim sum. Don't chew on it. You chew on it, it's going to get a hole, and water's going to cascade all over you.
But it looks like food.
So does everything to you.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Just put it there.
All right. Andy Hargreaves is begging us to have you dab.
Oh, dab? What's like a dab of water?
All right, I'll take care of it.
Okay, what's a dab?
Okay.
All right, dab. All right. Oh, that feels pretty good, actually.
Okay, we have just dabbed Zeke. There you go.
Zeke has been dabbed.
Yep. Oh, and Dr. Fred says, don't feel bad. Our last fur meet, they had the jungle juice.
Oh, wasn't that part of Drinky McDrink Face's story?
Yes, jungle juice. Apparently we have here what the contents of jungle juice are.
What's that?
High C, Bacardi, and absinthe.
Wait, what the hell is... What? High C?
Yes.
What's high C?
Probably the most toxic portion of that entire concoction.
That sounds disgusting.
It is 3 deadly poisons mixed together.
Yeah, I'd rather not, thank you.
Yeah, I think you did mean absinthe, Fred Fox. You said absence, although it does kind of describe what happens to you when you drink it. Mm-hmm. And yes, we covered Drinking McDrinkface last night before Zeke decided to demonstrate.
Yeah, exactly. You see, it was a practical joke I was doing.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh.
Yep.
Coffee.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
You got that?
Yeah, you got the coffee.
Okay. Do you need help? That's your nose. There you go.
I was going to put the coffee on my nose.
Oh, apparently jungle juice is a mix. There is no fixed. Elisha's telling us that there is no fixed recipe. A mix of sugary things. It can be pink lemonade, Canada Dry, and UV blue.
Sure.
Oh, what the heck? Allow me. Don't screenshot that.
Wait.
Probably too late.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wipe that.
Oh, we were singing sea shanties, I remember.
Were we singing sea shanties?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to wipe this too then.
And I'm reminded a story that I heard about my late uncle Roger. He saw a sign once that said, "Drink Canada Dry." So he went up there and tried it.
That was terrible.
That's a Benny Hill joke.
That's
Sorry, I had to.
Terrible.
I borrowed that from Benny Hill. Yep. Yep. Eddie the Weather Fox has not had personal experience with jungle juice. It can also be the various leftovers of bottles. Yeah, in other words, it's whatever you want it to be.
I was going to say, I'm kind of concerned about the number of people here that are giving their recipes of jungle juice. It's almost like it comes from personal experience.
Well, maybe it does.
That's the thing is, how many of these people here are talking about jungle juice as if they had some recently? Because that's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
How many people in the channel are hungover this morning? Well, we need to find that out.
Hi.
There's one. Oh, Andy Hargreaves is saying, have fun with Jib in Mexico. I'm going to be a guest in Guadalajara in Mexico.
Oh.
Yes, and along with Jib Cody. It's going to be my first Mexican furry convention.
Cool. Yeah, I've met Jib a couple times. He's pretty cool.
Oh, yes. Jaxus is reminding me that when you try to mix Jägermeister red wine and absinthe in the same cup.
That's like jungle juice except German
juice.
juice.
You'll need this at that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, hungover stories,
Yeah.
how did that morning feel for you?
Oh, that morning. Yes, the morning after that combination.
Yes.
When I woke up, I was dead.
I know that.
I mean, seriously, rigor mortis, everything.
Yeah, you were rigor mortis, and I was like rigor mortis.
I have had headaches before, but I honestly thought that I had fractured my skull.
Yeah.
It hurt that much. So it was. I spent the entire day sick, but I was at a con and I had to do Uncle Kage stuff. So.
Wasn't one of your friends like Gideon or something there as well?
Gideon was sharing the room with me. They were in a youth hostel, so we had bunk beds. I was in the top bunk. He was in the lower bunk.
Oh, you're a top then.
Yes, absolutely. And Gideon is a bottom. He heard me shuffling and moaning, and he kind of knocked and said, "Are you all right?" I said, "No, I fell out of bed and I cracked my skull on the concrete floor and it's fractured." And he said, "No, I don't think so. You didn't move all night. A couple of times I had to check and see if you were dead."
I know that feeling. That was basically like not the concrete floor, but the porcelain bowl of the jacuzzi.
At least it was cool.
Yes, it was cool and not made of concrete.
Yep. Artistic Raptor is fondly remembering drinking an entire bottle of Jägermeister.
I am kind of concerned that all we're going to hear from all of these other youngsters is going to be like, oh, I had one time where I drank a whole thing of Jaeger. I drank a thing of Everclear. I drank a thing of both Jaeger and Everclear. And then it's going to be all of us sitting here wondering exactly how much we died those days.
It's called Misery Loves Company.
Yeah.
And Gummibjorn, I think, just got drunk because he was typing and he said, "Found a German seller og the Finnish Koskenkorva Salmiakki." Bork, bork, bork.
Bork.
Yeah.
Is he borking?
I think he is.
He needs to get IT to fix that.
Wind Glide Angel Dragon. Once drank a bottle of sake in a single sitting. I do that. Went into the giggle fits. I think I do that too. I was totally smashed and I'm just glad I was a happy drunk.
Yeah, happy drunk is the best type of drunk.
Now, Andy Hargreaves is asking, I thought we answered this question last night, but maybe Andy wasn't here. Will you ever come to BLFC?
I would love to go to BLFC. I think someone did ask this question. I originally was planning to do BLFC this year, but I unfortunately had to cancel that because the expensive plane ticket just got more expensive. So, yeah, that's an unfortunate reality of where BLFC is, which is the middle of nowhere.
Well, it's Reno.
It's Reno, which means it's in the middle of nowhere.
Basically, yes. That's why it's called Reno. No,
Yeah.
Reno where?
Yeah, Reno where? Yeah.
Now we must not have too many people in channel because for once I can keep up with it. It's not going like it normally does.
Yeah, maybe it's got something to do with, having this stream spontaneously and everyone else being hungover.
Yeah. Sabi Wolf once drank a whole bottle of Fireball whiskey. Well, that was your mistake.
Ooh, Fireball whiskey. I hope you were in college at that time because only college kids drink Fireball.
Yeah, if you weren't in college, that's no mistake.
Yeah, okay, I see kids running around at conventions with their little flasks of Fireball and they're just taking little sips and giggling, and I'm just like, amateurs.
Yep. Oh, VanMan8885 is asking, are we still up or just woke up? It's the latter. We had to put Zeke to bed last night on the floor of the bathroom, which made it easy to clean up, which was nice.
Well, I do try not to, be a complete yeet mess all over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, what was it? Speaking of, I lost my train of thought.
It was a local anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It must.
I just got that.
Yes.
My mind is not working as quickly today.
Well, okay. It's probably still overheated. You can cool it down.
Yeah, let me cool it down a bit here.
There you go. There.
Where's that
Let me
bow?
help you. Let me help
Give me that bow. Put a bow on my head.
you. Bow. There. Okay. Hold still. There. Better.
Yeah, better.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, I got a dumpling on my head now.
Okay. Right.
We should put googly eyes on this dumpling.
If I had googly eyes, I would put them on.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, ENK Gaming is saying good night because it is 11 p.m. in Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia. Well,
I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah, glad you could join us.
Thank
See,
you for stopping by.
somebody benefited from us starting this stream.
Vovaka is here making sure we live again. I am perfectly fine, but, well...
Well, hey, come on now. You fed me that delicious water. You can't blame me for enjoying it.
I told you it was sake. Windglide continued that story, by the way. Apparently took a selfie of okay, took a selfie and sent it to a friend in another state. Don't do that when you're drinking. if you're getting drunk, this should be nowhere near anywhere.
Yeah.
So no, just don't.
Have you ever sent any sort of drunk texts or messages?
Every few days I look to see if there's something I should know about, but no, no.
Well, I mean, if it's something that you should know about, then I don't know. You should know about it.
Oh, I got any more message? Oh, apparently I'm now live on my channel.
Oh, geez. Did we not know that? I thought this was like the yin stream, not the wine stream.
I got it. I'm gonna have to tell
Kill
that.
that. Yeah.
To stop that. Yeah.
Yeah, kill
Yeah.
that thing.
Okay, and Jaxus thinks this is reasonable time to start a wine stream. I think so too. We didn't have anything else to do. It's not like we were going to go out for a morning run, which was the original plan. The hyena here was not really in any condition. He wanted to go out and chase the Canadian geese, but bunk. That's pretty much how he felt.
Yeah, that's how the geese looked at me
Yeah.
when I was tumbling down the hill.
Yeah. Gummibjorn Zano has asked how tall I am. Gummibjorn has given the answer, approximately 180 centimeters or 5'10".
Well, I didn't realize you were that. Oh, I meant tall.
Tall.
Yes,
I
tall.
am not Gideon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Van Man is at work, so thank you for signing in from work. That was very nice. Of you. Don't get caught.
Yeah, don't get caught, and hope we're not distracting you too much, because, well, we're just here doing a whole bunch of nothing. That's apparently what we do.
And Joey Santiano is saying, hyena sobered up. I guess you can call this sobered up.
I mean, what's the difference between hungover and sober? I guess it's just the headache, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That headache is not doing me any good. I mean, I might actually go and get some of that ibuprofen. Let me go get some real quick.
Okay. All right.
Where is it again? It's in the.
It's in the closet. Just to be very careful because you're on camera. No. Take this. Take this. All right. Go on. All right. Okay. Just keep the bucket under your muzzle. Okay.
Hello, trash can.
Oh boy. So, yes, welcome to the post morning after wine stream. Zeke Hyena has gone to. He's still getting it out of his system. Let's say. So what's up? Eddie the Weather Fox is asking Van. Okay, you guys talk among yourselves. Oh, Caraway. I need to ask a question of Caraway. Caraway was all like, oh, I'm a tubby bunny and I want to lose weight, but I cannot lose weight. So I encouraged him to get a Fitbit, like one of these, what I have. And I am curious, Caraway, how is it working for you? I would like to know, just so I know. Andy Hargreaves, is Zeke going to be okay? He's ambulatory. His stomach is a little flip-floppy. I think that he will be. Oh, yeah, he will be okay. I hope I won't have to mop the bathroom floor again. That's why I gave him that bowl. Volvaka and Gummibjorn are talking in Bork to each other now. So yes, we had a very, very good time last night. We were consuming some of the sake that I brought back with me from Japan when I was over there for JMOF, that is Japan Meeting of Furries. And we had a spectacular bottle, very, very floral, like a rosewater taste. I got a shot of it last night. We actually still have some. I don't know if Zeke is going to be in the mood to try it tonight at dinner, but we'll be bringing it there. Yep. Let's see. Gummibjorn is saying Caraway is a skinny bunny. I agree. He's very rail thin, but he's very, very worried. And Caraway says it has been serious. I can't do his charming British accent. It's been seriously amazing. Lost a tonny. That's very British. Of weight very quickly. Was able to quantify my exercise, which is awesome. Then I went on holiday for my birthday and ruined all that. That's how it is. You have to keep at it. Okay. Oh, and Gummibjorn is promising to teach me some Bork when we get to EF. I'd like to learn some. Okay. Yes, Windglide is saying, to quote Doctor Who, wibbly wobbly ooey gooey stuff.
I think I found the ibuprofen.
That's not ibuprofen, Zeke.
Oh, well, dude, you said it was in the closet.
Okay, that's not ibuprofen. ibuprofen.
Dude, it says Otsukayama.
Give that to me. That is not ibuprofen.
But it says it looks good. It's shiny.
Help yourself. Whatever you want. Just help yourself.
Wow.
You have to take...
Dude, it's empty. You ran out of ibuprofen.
Okay.
What? I thought it was... Okay, well, now can I try... Oh. Dude, there's nothing in this.
Oh, gee, I'm out of ibuprofen. Too bad. Would you like me to go get it for you?
Well, if you want to, I mean, I'll just sit here and I'll, just be a hyena, I guess. What I seem to do better than, finding ibuprofen.
No, Vovaka, we are not going to give him hair of the yin.
Wait, what? Is that like a homeo, what is it?
Who are you calling a homeo?
Yeah, you. Yeah, is that a homeo solution pathetic thing?
Since Elisha says, since when does ibuprofen come in a liquid? It's very difficult to get liquid ibuprofen, by the way. Pardon me, as a matter of fact, I am going to go get some for you.
Please do. Ooh. So, yeah, he's gonna go get me some drugs. He's my dealer, and wow, I really need some of those drugs now. Yeah, ibuprofen, woohoo, American drugs, yeah. Wow, I hope everyone's morning is doing a little bit better than mine, at least. I mean, I'm not doing bad, but I think it goes to say that you should know your limits. Clearly, for me, my limit is whatever he's having. I'll take double of it. That's usually my limit. Oh, hi. Oh, that's an ibuprofen right there. Hi.
This is special ibuprofen. This ibuprofen comes from Canuckistan.
Really? Now?
Yes.
Does that mean it's actually real?
Yes.
It's real Canuckistan?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Let me do a slam dunk here. Open. Yeah. Okay. Swallow. Take some. Have some coffee. I'll help wash it down. Get some coffee.
It tastes like Canada.
Dude, you're not supposed to chew it. Oh, for God's sake. I forgot. Hyenas chew things.
Dude, that tasted like Canadian freedom.
I also got myself a cough drop because I blew out my voice at First Square this weekend, and
Yeah,
it's
I'm
still
sure
is
you
kind
blew
of
your
scratchy.
voice. Yeah.
Yes, it is definitely Canuckistan.
Yeah. So in Canada, they take what America does and they make it 2 times better and 10 times cheaper, right?
And yes, Yeens do like to chew. I should have warned him. How did it taste?
These were it tasted like Canadian freedom and geese poop. Don't ask me how I know the latter.
It's a Yeen thing. We're not going to ask these questions, okay?
Yeah, don't bother.
Yeah. Vovaka. One of the medics at EF cured people's hangovers by giving them 2 painkillers and instructing them to chew. That came from here. That was Ferp, the late Ferp, who passed away a number of years ago in an accident. But Ferp was a medic here, and when people had terrible hangovers, he would give them aspirin and instruct them to chew it. And then he would lean over them and very sweetly say, "And what have we learned?"
That sounds like a man that just likes to watch the world burn.
That came originally from my Dr. K.
Really?
I was at a convention a number of years ago, and I caught something. Something caught me. I was starting to feel very, very ill. I was in the middle of a charity auction, and I had to get a chair. I was sitting in the chair. I was doing the auction, and I kept getting lower and lower and lower. And my stomach was saying, no, just like, this with a bowl here. Rigel was in the audience, and 2/3 of the way through the auction, I finished the item, and I said, "Rigel, take over." And I ran off the stage. There was a bathroom at the end of the hallway backstage. Now, you ever seen a Steven Spielberg movie when somebody's running, but the hallway just keeps getting longer as they're running? I was doing that. It's like, in the hallway, the door was getting further away, and I finally got there, burst through the door, only my forward momentum was keeping it back here, and I hit the sink, and it was bleh. And
It's like release the Kraken.
yes,
Yeah.
and once that was out, I started to feel feverish. I started shaking, and I kind of clawed my way back to the backstage area, and I told the staff, I think I need to go to my room. So they took me to my room, put me in bed, and I just, was shaking so hard the entire bed was rattling. So Ferp was summoned, and he said, "Okay, you're going through all the questions." I said, "You better call my doctor. Call Dr. K," and I gave him the number. And I remember the conversation because, Dr. K was amazing because you would call his office, and it wouldn't be you take 2 aspirin, call me in the morning. They would take the message, and he would call you back. So Ferp said this was urgent and explained the situation, and he put the speakerphone on when Dr. K called back, and Dr. K said, "All right, tell me exactly how you're feeling. Going through the tree. What are your symptoms? Does this and is this any blah?" And then he said, "Where are you now?" And I said, I'm in far off city." He says, "Ah, is this one of your conventions?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "And have you performed your monologue?" I said, "I assure you, any stories I told about you, I mentioned in completely, respectful fashion." He said, "I see," because he had heard about my story hours and how his name had come up.
Enjoyed yourself? Yeah.
Well, how his name had been brought up.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I see. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to get your fever down. It was running about 103.
Holy
then.
moly,
Yeah.
dude, that's, yeah.
It was serious. He said, "We need to get that fever down." However, it sounds like, his digestive system is in rebellion. If you give him an aspirin to swallow, it's just going to come right back up again with the label intact. So he's going to have to chew it. So Ferp gave me 2 aspirin, and I agonizingly chewed them. And Dr. K stayed on the line while I did.
Yeah,
and he
probably...
said, "Do that every 4 hours."
Jeez, dude, you were tormented.
They make liquid aspirin formulations. He knew that. That's where that whole thing started.
Yeah, so you basically were like the test subject for like, Dr. K's madness, and then that translated into like an in-joke for Ferp.
Yes, it did, and it spread.
Yeah. So while we reminisce in the taste of terrible aspirin, which I still have in my mouth.
Sorry.
What else are the good folk here saying? Somebody here said, "Oh, hello, Lap." Hi, Lap. This lap is comfy. I'm gonna stay in this lap real quick. I'm actually drinking
don't
Kraken Kraken rum right now. Gumi's still talking about drinking. Gumi.
I mean, it's drink.
Drink. Exactly. Well, I mean, Eurofurence. I went to Eurofurence last year, and that was basically the main social party or social activity. So, maybe it'll be a good reminder that before Eurofurence, I'll definitely have to train myself up.
Well, vodka apparently cures hangovers by downing a glass of whiskey real quick, purges my system nicely. He didn't need that. He purged perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, I was purging and splurging all over the bathroom.
Yes, he was.
That sounds like such a Viking thing to say. It's like you'll never have a hangover if you're always drunk.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Never sober up. You will never have a hangover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Andy Hargreaves has asked, and strange, if you've ever lost your voice before.
I have. What about you? I kind of feel like I've lost mine.
I don't have much of it left.
Yeah.
Typically, my voice is very, very scratchy and raw after a convention. It's never lasted this long before, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Sunday of a convention. If you've ever gone to a big furry convention with people like that are yelling and shouting and doing mic MC things, like by Sunday usually their voice is completely hoarse, unless they are a horse, which in this case they're all hoarse, not just their voice. But for me, like I think the worst time that I've ever had a convention, I guess, I guess like convention laryngitis, so to say, was one time when I was at Midwest Fur Fest, and I decided that I would do, not just the day's activities and all the hyena fun, but I would also do emceeing in floor wars for the entire duration of the event, as a hyena. The next morning, I woke up and I was wheezing out my words. I was basically like this, and I sounded like I had really bad smoker's lung. So, yeah, that was not exactly a great experience. Drink water, kids. Yeah.
Jaxus the Lothal Wolf says maybe you should have a tea stream in May. Well, it so happens, Jaxus, it is going to be a sober stream in May for me.
Yeah.
Because I have decided that for the month of May, I'm going to be refraining from drinking alcohol. Because every once in a while, you should.
Yeah.
Just to prove to yourself you can.
I did that back in January, actually, and January was it kind of enlightened me because of the fact that it's not just a problem that we have as entertainers. Some people actually have this as like a clinical problem where they can think about is drinking. They get off work and the first thing they want is a drink. Like, that's not a natural pattern.
We're not talking to you, Gummy Bjorn.
We're not talking to you, Gummy Bjorn, but we're talking about all the people that still do that. So it's not something that was a good feeling when I realized that I came home from the office and I would be like, oh, if only I could have a glass of wine, and then I'd have to say like, hold on, that's bad. I don't want to think like that.
Are you going to Motor City FurCon, Zeke?
Yeah, I'll be there. What about you?
I'm going to be there,
Cool.
and Fury's going to be there. Fury is getting a duct tape dummy there to have a first bodysuit made for Lord Fusion.
Oh, for Lord Fusion.
Yes.
Oh, isn't Lord Fusion like one of the characters from Furryality? I thought it was.
I think so.
Yeah, Lord Fusion. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, Zano is asking a question. I'm not 100% certain if we should ask it because I'm not really sure what it's saying.
Okay.
Zeke, do you make your own hyena butter? I'm just reading what the screen says.
If you look on my Fur Affinity account, you'll find exactly what I make of my own.
Ah, there's a drop down for that, is there?
Hyena butter. I think that's what the cool kids call it these days. Yeah. All right. What was everyone else saying?
Apparently, you made Caraway spec his wine out at that. Good. Mission accomplished.
Whoops. Sorry, Bun. Remember, you should never spit, only swallow.
Yep. Kyle Moding has not been able to find Leonard Krutschwein. You can not go wrong with Dr. Lawson. That would still work. Lewis is back. He stepped off for a bit, but he's back now.
Well, you never go wrong with Dr. Lawson, but I thought all German wine in general was just like you can't go wrong with any of that.
I used to think so. Then I found some that you can go wrong with.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's. What are these? Hi, Lap. Lap, you're comfy.
Just don't drool on me.
Hi, Lap, you're comfy. Gummy Bjorn says, despite what people think, I do have periods of not drinking. I pride myself of being able to stop when I want, and occasionally I do prove it to myself, which is good. That's something that I think, this guy here and me here, and who are the other two that wanted to do the dry month thing? I think it was like Alkali and Boozy.
Okay, Boozy gets a pass because he's quit smoking. Let's let him get over that.
Yeah, well, he's trying to quit smoking. I don't know if he's done full stop, no smoking whatsoever. But I think it is important because the fact that all of us realize it's like the whole fandom knows like you and Alkali and Boozy for drinking, and it helps the performance, but it's not the whole performance.
Yeah.
I think that's where the inspiration comes from, which is important because. There's so many people out there that think that drinking equals good performance. That's not necessarily true. Drinking just brings out a different side of the performance.
Yeah. Lewis says something curious. I'm with a friend of mine. That's why I keep living. I think he meant leaving.
Oh, keep leaving. Oh, okay.
But it sounds charming the other way, though.
I mean, if a friend helps you stay alive, isn't that a good friend?
Silent Dawn says, I got to stop smoking as well. Picked up the habit in Kodiak. Nothing else to do there. Guess what, Silent Dawn? If you're going to visit my house, you ain't bringing those in here. Yeah. So give it up.
We're gonna sit up a little bit more there.
Windglide Angel Dragon, whatever happened to Doug O? I honestly don't know. The board of directors wouldn't allow me to pursue him any further.
Well, did you hear back from any of your Christmas cards?
No, every year I send him a Christmas card, and he never sends one back.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. Now, Andy Hargreaves is asking a question, and once again, I'm not really sure what it's asking. Kage, have you ever seen RDR live before? RDR.
I don't know. What's
Ritter?
an RDR?
RDR. Rapid D Rabbit.
Rapid D Rabbit? I've never seen Rapid D Rabbit before.
RDR. Tell us what RDR is, and I will answer the question.
Yeah. Well, what weren't we talking about a TV show earlier?
Which one?
The one with the singers that are wearing like those costumes, and they have to be like they have to guess who they are. And all
Oh
that kind of
yes,
stuff.
yes. You were talking about that white tiger guy.
Yeah. Oh man, that white tiger's so hot.
Yes, that's what you were saying.
Well, I mean, you were agreeing.
Yeah.
Your mouth smells like. What does your mouth smell like?
A cough drop.
What kind of cough drop?
Mint.
Oh, can I have one?
No, you may not chew. Stop.
What? Yeah, it just smells so good.
Gummy Bjorn says, drinking is a pleasure. Something I do because I like the taste. I can drink without getting drunk, but I tried alcohol-free rum. It tastes awful. I tried alcohol-free wine. It doesn't
Oh
work.
gosh, alcohol free. Okay, that's the thing. It's basically having decaf coffee. I'm sorry. It's just you don't have the same zing to it. It's like dry humping. It really doesn't get the job done.
Yes, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Caraway says, do not let him near your mouth. You know where he's been. And I'm not sure exactly who he's talking to.
That's a very, very dangerous response. Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, drinking is a pleasure. There was a song that I remember singing. It was a opera.
Drink.
Drink, do eyes that are bright as stars when they're shining on me. Drink, 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 two lips that are red and sweet as the fruit on the tree. It goes on like that.
Yeah, something.
And there's Bacchus' blessings are a treasure. Drinking is the soldier's pleasure. That's Handel or something like that.
Yeah, he had a handle on his drink.
Did we have breakfast already? I know we had breakfast because that's what just went into the bowl earlier on that I have here for Zeke.
I mean, it was great going in, not so much going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed those sausage links already.
Gimme is asking Caraway, how do you know where he's been? That's a good question. How does Caraway know where he's been?
How do you know where you've been? And
Because I
me?
was there.
Oh, right, you were. Yeah, in the jacuzzi.
Yeah. Well, yes, Ernor. Oh, Ernor is. Hello, Ernor.
Oh,
Ernor
hi
is here.
there. Hey, Ernor.
What hymns shall we sing? We just sang a couple.
Yeah, well, I mean, shanties are hymns of the sea, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. Sorry. Did you feel like that all over or just in one spot?
One spot in particular. I got this, like, bad kink that's, like, kind of...
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I've got a pretty bad... Well, I've got kinks that are good, and then I've got a bad kink, which is in
Yeah.
the back, like, in the middle left area.
Yep.
But if you start rubbing it on screen, people are going to be like, oh, pet the yina, Pete the yin.
Pete the
Pete the yin.
Pete
the
the
yin.
yin.
Yeah, bean the bean. Bean the yin.
Windglide, there's one sea shan I didn't hear last night. Broward's Privateers. You know, I might be able to. I don't know if my throat will last through it, though. Again, it's...
Yeah.
I might... Okay, if this is still like this into the next week, I might talk to the doctor and say,
Yeah.
what the hell, dude?
Yeah, you gotta
Normally
go
it
to your old
recovers.
country dog. Okay, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You got an old country doc, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
country dog's going to ask you what you've been doing, and you're going to say, I've been talking. And he's going to say, don't talk so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically that's it.
That's the old country doc right there. And I love it because they're all charming and they're all old and stuff.
Oh, that's what makes them old. Country doctors.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yes, he'll tell me to put the lime in the coconut and drink it on down. You put the lime in the coconut and drink it on down. Thank you, Babaka, for that reminder. Let's see. What?
What?
Gumi Bjorn is telling Caraway they make a nice couple, especially when Zeke is feeding Kage chocolates at EF. Do you remember that?
Have I ever fed you chocolates at EF?
Don't think so.
Can I feed you chocolates at EF?
if you'd like to.
Please.
Yes, just don't bite me when you're doing it.
Well, I mean, if I like put it in between my fangs and then I like lean in and then you can bite the other half like Lady in the Tramp, I think that'd be cute.
Yeah. Jaxus is asking whatever happened to the keychain I sent you. It has keys on it because it's a keychain.
Yeah.
That's where I have the keys to my shed, the spare key to my mailbox. Basically, all of the I need to get stuff done keys. They hang on a hook in the other room. Oh, Windglide is definitely going to run.
I thought Windglide's supposed to glide.
It says, is run, definitely run. I must have missed something there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, wait, oh, no. RDR, run, definitely run. That's what that is.
Oh, RDR, Run Definitely Run. Is that a movie? Is that
I
like a
don't
TV
have the
shit?
foggiest idea. Apparently, I've never seen it live because I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, me too. Must be one of those like internet memes, so to say, that these kids always do.
Let's see what's up here. Let's see what's up. RDR, run, definitely run. oh.
Run Definitely Run live. Oh, that's very, very interesting. What are these other kids saying as well? Sometimes I'm not even sure where I've been. Well, Wavaka, if you're not sure where you've been, consult your local GPS. That'll probably tell you where. Or consult your local bartender, because you've probably told him every place you've been at some point.
True. Kofu is asking if we have dinner plans, and I'm saying, yes, we're going to have dinner at Mom's. Come on by.
Yeah.
I was going to look up Run, Definitely Run.
Run, Definitely Run. Yeah, I like that.
Run, definition, Run, Devil, Run Defense Rankings.
Run, Forest Run.
Run, definitely... Oh, it's a musical artist. Run, Definitely Run.
What? Oh, is it like a kids bop pop band, that kind of thing?
Actually, yeah, it looks like a boy band.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a boy band. Okay.
All right.
Well,
all right.
not really my tempo, but, they're still good at sometimes.
Okay, let's see what Wikipedia says about them here. About Run, Definitely Run by the Big Cartel. Big Cartel? All right.
By the Big Cartel. Oh, don't want to mess with them or get on their wrong side then.
Our band uses elements from Japanese J-rock and visual kei and gives it a mainland twist combining poppy vocals, aggressive instrumentals, and electronics you can't help to dance to.
Well, I mean, if it rocks out as much as, a Gretzko does, then, I might as well.
I'll just go put a quarter in the jukebox and listen to Sinatra.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
All right, what else is going on here? It's Amnam's band. No wonder.
Oh, no wonder. Oh.
No wonder it's a pop boy band.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Well, apologies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really a boy band kind of person. I mean, I do like rock from time to time, but it's still kind of like depends on if I hear it and I like it. It's like not really based on the genre. It's based on like, I guess, the song and each individual one.
You can enjoy it. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and listen to Sinatra.
Yeah.
Oh, Fred is asking, are either of us excited for the U.S. version of Beastars? I am.
Do you remember that that lovely guest of honor that we had at Anthrocon last year?
Do you mean Ben Diskin?
Yeah, Ben Diskin. Did you know that he's in it?
Yes, he is playing Jack.
Yeah, he's playing the best, goodest boy.
Yes, he's the best boy.
Yeah, Jack, the goodest boy that is Lugosi's best friend. Mm-hmm. Also known as the, should I say it? I was going to say, also known as the Slinky Boy toy that everyone likes, other than Lugosi.
Yes.
That show, have you seen that show yet?
I have not. I put on Netflix and it just is like blank.
Yeah,
it's on here, but it's not actually showing.
It's not released yet. Yeah, and the thing is, I've managed to like watch a couple of the Japanese bootlegs. Don't ban me, please. But I've watched a couple of the Japanese bootlegs, and like, just the show is so like, it's just so different. I think that's the big appeal. It's not necessarily like, oh, they've got furry characters. That helps, but the fact that it explores so much like raunchiness, explores so much like, aesthetic, like graphicness, like everything's like really in your face with that show. It doesn't pull punches from a graphics viewpoint.
So it's in your face, is it?
Yeah, it's in your face, like my teeth.
Ow.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Hey, stop. No chewing.
Fine.
You must be feeling better if you're chewing.
Well, I mean, I do feel a lot better after that ibuprofen that you popped for me.
Okay, you're not going to need this anymore?
Well, probably not. I hope not. I
Oh,
mean,
we'll keep it here anyway. Yeah.
yeah. I was popping pills and that made me feel better.
Yep. When am I going to post more videos of the science show from Jaxus? You mean my science channel on YouTube? I would like to make some. However, they take some time because I have to research them, and I don't just go out there and spit science out. I actually have to make sure that I'm promoting facts, unlike how some things go these days. So that requires to do a lot of research, and I'm afraid I don't have quite as much free time. I was unemployed for several months after I got laid off from my job at where I was working. So that's how I was able to have all that time to put those videos together. But I can try. I can see what I can squeeze together. I would very much like to do just to see how many death threats I get. I want to do a video that calls out the anti-vaxxers.
How many death threats did you get from the energy drink one?
None. I got a lot of nasty comments. But you just mute those people.
Probably gamers like, hey, how dare you talk about my Monster Energy? Mm-hmm. Speaking of that science channel, though, like you want to do one on anti-vaxxers, but what would be like your next topic?
Anti-vaxxers.
What would be the one after that then?
Let's see. I've covered homeopathy. Mm-hmm. I covered the molecular hydrogen thing, but I had to take it down because I covered it in a very snarky fashion by, how do I describe this? By espousing a totally different, utterly nonsensical, pulled out of my butt scientific bullshit response to it. Mm-hmm. And people took it seriously and started quoting me and started referencing it. And I'm like, no, shit, take it down.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you having that PhD in front of your name means you're kind of responsible for disseminating true information.
So, yeah, if I make another video like that, I'm going to put big letters at the bottom. This is a joke. It is a parody. Do not take this as gospel.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I saw it on the internet. That means it must be true.
Yes. So I've handled Canadian drugs, meaning the internet Canadian drugs.
Yeah.
Homeopathic nonsense, energy drinks. That one went viral. I don't know why the hell.
Probably because you've got a hit on you now from Monster Red Bull.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep. I do want to do something with the anti-vax movement. It might be timely enough to take on this whole novel coronavirus scare and just remind people that there is such a thing as risk. I understand that it's a scary new disease, but there have been tens of thousands of people worldwide who have died from the flu since September. But nobody about, oh, it's the flu, whatever. Coronavirus is pretty much the flu. It's not that much more virulent. The death rate appears to be pretty close to the same as near as I can tell. But everybody's all upset over it.
I mean, it's just the fact that this is something that people think that can't be stopped, and there's no vaccine that's been found so far, and also the fact that people are using this as an excuse to say, "Oh, China's bad. Oh, see, Chinese people, China, blah blah, China."
Fury is asking, how do we find these videos and channel? I'll put a. I can type a link here because I actually have the keyboard and the mouse. Let me borrow your lap for this.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Just put it. Just moving them. It's a wireless mouse.
Oh, that feels rather funny. Oh, wow.
All right, it's youtube.com. And since it is my professional channel, Samuel Conway PhD. There. That's where the science videos are.
And then Wolvaka says, "No, bad Zeke Kage is my chew toy."
I beg your pardon.
Wait a minute. Why are you Wolvaka's chew toy?
You're going to have to ask Tian Long. I thought it was Tian's chew toy.
Yeah, Tien owned you first as a chew toy.
I've got all these teeth marks in me from various creatures.
Sorry, Wolvaka, get in line.
Yeah. Am I coming to Anthro Northwest? Either me or Zeke. Are you going to Anthro Northwest?
I wasn't planning on it, but I've never
Yeah.
been to Seattle, and I'd love to visit.
Are you coming to Anthro Northwest? I don't know because I've not been invited yet. I want to do a documentary on furries. YBJ, speak to the organizers first. There are many conventions have procedures to follow if you want to do a documentary at the con.
And is that a documentary about Anthro Northwest in particular?
It just says documentary on furries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say,
Yeah.
if that documentary was gonna be about Anthro Northwest, there's already been 2 that have been covered, and they're 2 pretty big ones.
Yeah.
There's 2 huge, huge news media ones about Anthro Northwest, so that might be a little bit of a saturated market. But on the other hand, there's so many other conventions elsewhere in the world that you could probably cover and that could use the publicity.
Yeah. Jaxus, I think your English might have slipped a little bit there. I don't mean to call you out, but you might want to retype that. It's kind of difficult to follow. Sorry. Bovaka points out the coronavirus is being used as an excuse for sinophobia, which is disgusting. How anybody could be terrified of their own sinuses is just beyond me.
Well, I don't know. Whenever I blow my sinuses out, I kind of tend to throw it away quickly. I don't like stare at it and admire.
It's yin snot. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, there's a lot in the bathroom, by the way, just letting you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Oh, I'm supposed to check my texts. Oh, I seem to have a text.
Ah. And yeah, Gumi says check your phone. Oh, okay. You're doing that. You're checking your phones and stuff like that.
Yes,
in terms of like going to conventions and whatnot, since people are asking, my only plans right now are Motor City FurCon, AnthroCon, Eurofurence, and Midwest Fur Fest. Those are the only 4 that I've got right on the docket that I can think of right now. So we'll see what happens.
I have no text. There's no text.
Is it a text or is it a Twitter message?
A Twitter message or a text?
He just said check your phone.
Text. He says check your phone. Text.
Oh,
Sorry, Gumi. There's nothing here.
Didn't get anything, I guess.
Then again?
We'll just wait for a buzz or something like that.
You had that last night.
What? I didn't have a buzz. I had a vibration.
Yeah, Gumi says prefer to do it in private. Well, it's so private it hasn't. Send it to me by tweet. We'll see what it comes out. Oh, and he even said that with a Bork.
What?
He says I Bork'll tweet it
I
in private.
Gumi, are you drunk?
It's Gumi.
It's Gumi. Yeah.
It's Gumi, and he's awake. So, all right. Ernor says, let's start spreading the Yino virus. Cookie ears for everyone. You have cookie ears. You
I don't have cookies. Do these look like cookies to you?
Well,
Don't answer that.
now-
Don't answer that.
Okay, all right.
Don't answer that. Now, okay, I know for a fact that now you've looked at them and thought of cookies. Now they're cookie ears. These
So
are
now you know what it's like to have somebody look at you and think of food. Uh-huh.
Well, okay. The difference between that and me looking at you like food is that I can actually eat you.
Yeah. Yes, it is called COVID-19, the coronavirus. What fits under the name? He says the common cold fits under coronavirus. I thought the common cold was a rhinovirus. Is that also? I don't think it's a coronavirus.
I don't know.
No,
Well,
SARS and influenza are under the coronavirus category.
the funny thing is that, like, the name COVID-19, apparently all the bird furs, like, were super, super angry about
Because
that.
it looks like Corvid.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we did have the bird flu at one point,
Yeah.
so it's not exactly like it's totally different.
Yeah. This, by the way, Dorek, is why we refer to it as the novel coronavirus.
Yeah, the novel coronavirus. The coronavirus. How did they even come up with, like, corona? Like, people were like, "Oh, coronavirus. Guess I won't drink Coronas anymore."
It was a bunch of bros at college who thought it up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, did coronavirus really
Yeah.
like take off as a name because of a beer? Because I'm pretty sure that Corona Beer Company would probably file a lawsuit against those bros.
Mike Foxy is suggesting rather than call it novel coronavirus COVID-19, it should be thought of as the Kung Flu. Not me. It was there. I'm just reading what's on the...
Kung Flu, really?
Yes.
As if we didn't already have enough like bullseye on China's back. Now
And
we're gonna
apparently
call it
the
Kung Flu.
Simpsons have already done the Kung Flu joke.
Yes, they have.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's that?
apparently Zeke Hyena was feeding me chocolates.
Oh, that's cute. Well, I mean, they do look like they make a nice couple.
So, chocolate cookies.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, Gummy's going to dinner. I don't know how
bye,
much longer
Gummy.
we're going to be here because we're actually coming up on lunchtime. For
Yeah,
us.
we're coming up
Yeah.
on lunchtime, and frankly, I'm surprised I was able to last this long with all the stuff and blah blah blah. We just wanted to make sure that we were what? What's that?
Dell has updated. Thank you,
Screw
Dell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt personally guilty because even though this is the Yin stream, this is still like his show, and I was like, oh, I'm a hyena, bat bat bat, and that made him stop his show like super early. So I felt bad, and I wanted to be like, let's give you an hour back of your show,
Yeah.
at least that, so we don't have to completely cow the show like a failure because it was kind of sad that it was.
Well, I'm talking to people and I happen to glance at the monitor here, and you were back here like, oh.
I was basically okay. We watched the video replay of it, and
Yes.
I was and this guy was doing his draw cam, and I'm just like over here, and I'm like, I see stars, and he was like, "You okay, Zeke?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm a hyena." I mean, it was cute in retrospect, but at the same time, I do appreciate your awareness of your poor suffering co-host.
You asked me a question earlier, and I've just been given an idea. Yes, I do want to cover on the Science Chant of the anti-vaxxers. I also want to cover, since we're talking about it, Chinese medicine.
Chinese medicine.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what about Chinese medicine other than the fact that they pretty much beat you over the head with a slipper and then you get better?
Chinese medicine is an ancient, traditional, blah, blah, blah. What people don't seem to realize about Chinese medicine is it primarily is based on color.
Yeah.
And a significant amount of Chinese medicine involves drinking your own urine.
Not only that, but there's a weird fallacy with China. Okay, I live with the Chinese guy, and he also lives with his Chinese family, and they're pretty traditional, so I've picked up a thing or two. There's a bit of a fallacy in the Chinese way of thinking where, eating this equals improvements in this. For example, if you eat the penis of another animal, it will result in penis growth in yourself.
Yes.
That's literally how the Chinese mindset works. And this is translated from food to medicine to history to, naval warfare and all that kind of stuff.
The problem is, I know where that came from. That came from Confucius.
Yeah.
Confucius was trying to enjoy his dinner, and his students kept pestering him. And one of them was like, so, what am I going to do? I'm going to do medicine. And then Confucius finally threw up his chops and said, look, eat a dick, dude. And the student, oh, yes, that's what we have to do.
And that's now why we have, I was going to say we have X-Tube, but I don't think the kids need to know about that.
Yes. My opinion on the flat earth theory.
Laughable.
Yes. Some of these things, there is no real even way to acknowledge it. It is so laughable, so far out of reality that it might as well just be the ravings of a madman. And pretty much is.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't even argue it. There is no discussing with these people. They are living in a fantasy. They're not rational.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Now that you had a response for the whole what I would do on my Science Channel thing,
Yeah.
one thing that I think would hit not only close to home for you, but for a lot of people in the furry community, is the effects of different types of alcohol. Because, they all have, the same base in terms of the alcoholic content, which is the ethanol in them. But are there different effects between, like, beer versus wine versus
absolutely.
liqueurs? I think that would be a cool topic to cover.
Thing is, I am not an expert in the subject. I would have to do a lot of background research.
Well, after all, you are a researcher.
Yes, but I have things to research. I don't have the time to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you are correct. Alcoholic beverages are not just alcohol. They've got proteins in them. They've got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they're all weird and stuff like that. Yeah, no two alcohols are the same.
Exactly. Let's see. Yes, Wavaka reminds us the Flat Earth Society has members from all around the globe.
You know what the weird thing is?
Yep.
Is Vernal Equinox, which my pet human Ronnie helps to run.
Yes.
Vernal Equinox has the hashtag FE and then like the year. Unfortunately, that coincides with Flat Earthers Convention, which has the exact same hashtag. So it's
Yeah.
FE 2020, and then whenever he like monitors the social media schmoes and he sees tweets from flat earthers, and it's like oh yay, flat earthers are associating themselves with the furry convention, yay. But on the flip side, we did get a pretty cool YouTube interview because of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Anthrocon stopped using AC and the year and just used Anthrocon.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of people out there use AC 2020.
Yeah, exactly. You could have like
Yeah.
I don't know, like Air Canada 2020. You could
Yes.
have
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City 2020. You could have Alcoholic Community 2020. I don't know, anything with AC in it.
I think it would be fun to do a thing that just calls out all these conspiracy theorists. The problem is these people are nuts. They don't take kindly to being told they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they get violent.
Well,
sometimes.
yeah. I mean, we've heard about people unfortunately getting death threats, and all that kind of stuff. I think we already get enough threats of all kinds just being in the community that we are. So, yeah, we'll probably want to keep ourselves on the low end of the risk.
Yes. And yes, Vivaka, you can't argue with crazy, and that is the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't stick your dick in crazy. That's how you become a hyena. Don't ask me how I did it. All right. Well,
Quickly, somebody say something in channel we can respond to.
well, I mean, you did mention earlier, we don't know how long we're going to keep going. How about this? We've got at least like a couple more minutes, like until maybe 10 or 12. We'll stick around until then, and then we'll see what we feel like having for lunch.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
besides you, but that's just me.
in 9 minutes it will be noon, and yes, if a hyena is next to you and is getting hungry, it is to your benefit to provide lunch to that creature.
Yeah, before you yourself become it.
Exactly, because well, those teeth are made for chewing.
Yes. Why? But what big teeth I have.
Yes. And Elisha says, "Nom nom." Yes, we're going there. Yes. Oh, yes, Ernor saying a very polite science man said something bad about us on the internet. Burned down his winery. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's kind of sad, I think. It's like, people just want to be able to express, oh, I don't think that this is right. Okay, it doesn't give anyone on the internet cause to, dox them and burn down their homes or whatnot.
Fred asks, here's an honest question. How did you get into the fandom? You.
Oh, me?
You. He's
Well,
asking
is it a double question or is it for
It's
just
addressed
me?
straight to Zeke.
Oh, how did I get in the fandom?
Yeah.
Well, I was actually born in 2012. Hyenas. We're young and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a 2012 hyena, and I got into the fandom when my creator made me into the fandom, and my creator being Firestorm 6, that is. So I basically just came into the fandom, and I was like, "Hi, I'm a yin," and people were like, "Hi, yin, we're furries," and I was like, "Yay, cool, furries." And then
It sounded vaguely creationist, by the way.
I mean, well, I was created, so I can't really say otherwise. But then there's that guy, that human pet Ronnie. Like he basically like took me into his house because one day, I was like, oh, I don't want to move, and then he's like, you can move in with me, and I was like, okay. So that's my story of the furry fandom, and I've loved it so far because furries are generally really nice people. There's got a couple of bad apples, but that's going to be in any community that you're in.
And Fred asked the question to me as well. My story is more well known. I've been around almost since the beginning of furry fandom. I first discovered there was such a thing in 1989 when it just was groups of people who got together at science fiction conventions. And 2 years later, when I found out they had started a convention of their own, that was 1991. That was the first furry convention and the first furry convention I went to. Wait a minute. Erner is asking, did I see 1917? I did. Did you saw that too?
I saw that too.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved it. Very, very good film.
Oh, okay. Let's just give them the warning that we've already given to all of our other friends. Don't have dinner before you watch it.
No. give yourself an hour after dinner. It gets a little gritty, shall we say?
It's that's the thing is 1917. Remember this is like the first big shebang that happened in the world. That's why literally it's World War One. So like this thing they had a lot of gruesome moments in that war, and unfortunately the film director dude, yeah, he was all like, yeah, I'm all about that realism. So
Yeah.
they definitely made that realistic.
And Joey Santiano asks, if Zeke is about to nom you, do you have to boop the snoot to make him behave himself? Yes, the answer is yes. If Ian is looking at you and going nom, you go boop, see? And that
Ow.
stops him. And for Jackson's, it's almost 7 p.m. We'll go another 5 minutes, and then we'll talk about getting some lunch for ourselves and let all these people go play.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the ones that are already like in bed or
Yeah.
heavy into the bottles.
Let's see. Oh, yes, they definitely didn't pull their punches. How often does Ronnie have to stop you from eating him, or does Tien step in?
Well, I mean, Tien usually just, watches from his little nest. Like, the way that it's set up in Ronnie's house is, like, Tien's got his, like, little roost. It's kind of adorable because it's shaped like a beanbag cushion bough. So, like, Tien gets to sleep on a bough, even though it's, like, a massive, giant, roof-sized bough.
Your God approves.
Yeah, exactly. Your God approves. And then like, for me, I get, like, my own little smaller beanbag bough. And Ronnie's got like his little tiny bunk because that's where he belongs. And then I sometimes like at night just go like, and then we're making too much noise because I'm trying to chew on things and Ronnie's trying to get me to stop. And then Tien has to like kind of call down from his giant throne of beanbag bowness, and he has to say like silence you or something like that. He's just being an old grumpy dragon.
On that subject, I have got to point out. Hopefully, folks are familiar with Slackworm. Joshua Wright's a wonderful little online comic. He hit an absolute home run. Let's see. I'm going to hold this up, and so don't get me on copyright here, Josh. I'm just signal boosting you here. Hopefully, you can read that. Is it too far off?
It's a little far and not focused.
Ah, well. All right.
You could probably just put the link in the chat.
We can.
Yeah.
Go to joshuawright.net. It is Joshua Wright, RIGH.net.
Yeah, you'll find the latest comic right on the front page.
And the punchline is what gets it here. We have Ferragus finds out that some villagers have built an idol, a false idol to him, and he says, "I know how to respond to this." And then this giant sign hanging on saying, "This religion is no longer available due to a copyright claim." Sorry about that. It's just cute.
And the shrugging Slackworm face.
Tweet it. Oh, I can retweet it.
Oh, yeah, you can retweet that.
I keep forgetting I can retweet because he finally did put it up on Twitter for a while. It was like, dude, where the hell is it?
Yeah.
So we go to Josh Ham Wright. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
And then, what was it? Indigo Ryu says, I love Hose comics. Yeah.
Who's?
Yes,
What?
I love Hose comics. Yeah, I mean, the Hose comics are pretty cool, too. There.
I'm going to say genius.
And Jax the Lothal Wolf says it's almost 7 p.m. Well, it's almost 7 where you are. It's almost lunchtime where we are. Let's see what else. Jax also says, like the cat toy. What was like the cat toy?
What cat toy?
I don't know. They were talking about a cat toy.
I didn't see a cat toy.
Well, I mean, like, is there like a piece of yarn somewhere here? Is there like a squeaker thing?
No.
You don't got a piece of yarn on you, do you?
No.
No. Well, that's good because I'm not a cat. I'm a yin. I'm a yin. Splish, splash,
Splish, splash, splash. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Elisha says, I would like to think if you boop a protogen, they collapse like little droids in the first prequel movie during the pod race. I don't know what you're talking about. Prequel movie? There was no prequel movie. There were only 3 movies. What are you talking about? Don't go there.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, booping a protogen, I thought they'd just make like cute sound effects and make like a surprised face.
Yeah, like beep boop.
Yeah, you've seen protogens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. Actually, we have a protogen coming to Frontal Equinox next month. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got several protogens, actually.
Yeah. Ernor, do you have a movie you like to watch that reliably lifts your spirits on a bad day? Ernor, I got just the movie. keep these people busy. I'll be right back.
Okay, you can go do the movie things.
Oh, I'm gonna show this one off.
All right, you can show that one off.
Yeah.
You smudged their screen, says Wolvaka. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you get old. You tend to start smudging things and they all become blurry, and that's why you need the old man glasses.
Okay, I'm back. The screen. What's the screen is smudged? Oh, sorry. So was that your leg?
That was my leg. Ow.
Sorry. Okay. Ernor, this is right up your alley. You need to get a copy of this film. Dark and Stormy Night.
This is like a cult classic.
I have probably seen this nearly 20 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just, you cannot beat this one. I remember the first time we watched it and like, dang.
It is brilliance. Absolute brilliance.
I almost feel like we should watch it again.
You know, we probably could.
We probably could watch it number 21 tonight.
And Erner has been meaning to see that for years. Erner, I task you, get it, watch it tonight. I think it's on Amazon. You will be happy that you did.
Oh, well, gee, look at the time. It's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock and Rainscraft's cat is trying to cuddle with Zeke on the phone. Isn't that just so cute?
Yeah, that is kind of cute, except don't cats also have claws and, like, you know, scratch at you instead of bite you when you, like, try to move?
Are you jealous?
Well, I mean...
They're horning in on your territory?
Yeah, kind of.
That's it.
All right. Well, can we get lunch?
We can get lunch.
I want lunch.
He's feeling better now because now that his stomach has been emptied, he wants to put something into it.
Can I have lunch?
Get some lunch. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
lunch?
No.
You sure?
Poop.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that this has been at least mildly entertaining, watching poor Zeke suffer and recover from his suffering.
Well, gee, thanks. I mean, I wasn't like, oh, I was planning to, like, suffer, but I wanted to at least make sure the crowd here had a good time.
I hope they did.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys had a good time, then we had a good time. We're going to head off to lunch now, everybody. Have a fine day, and remember, know your limits. Moderation is your friend.
So are yeens. Yeens are your friend.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.